Oh, you're back again.
I know! Who can believe it? Another quarter has gone like that. Hi everyone, I'm Fiona Gray, Marketing Director here at Equator, and welcome back. So let's jump straight into what stood out over the last few months. Number one, affiliate marketing finally has some new data. So affiliate marketing has always been a powerful channel, but for years it's sort of flown under the radar. We've had no standard benchmarks, no industry-wide reporting, just results sort of tucked away in network dashboards. So that's why for me the APMA's latest State of the Nation report really matters. It's given the industry some real visibility. So in 2024, UK brands invested £1.7 billion. Affiliates drove over 360 million sales, and they delivered all of that for a 20-to-1 ROI. So that really confirms what many of us already knew. Affiliate marketing isn't a niche, it's a mainstream performance channel. Strong affiliate programs have always spanned the full funnel, from content and influencers through to data and cashback partners. But what's changed is that we now have the data and advocacy to show how strategic the channel really is. Affiliate marketing isn't catching up, it's just finally being recognised. Number two, search is everywhere. So we've talked about the evolution of search before, but the last few months have continued to make something clear. Search is not disappearing, it is multiplying. So yes, Google is still dominant, but users are now turning to the likes of TikTok, Reddit, Pinterest, and ChatGPT. It's not necessarily because people trust those platforms more, but because the content on them feels more real. It's short form, it's visual or conversational, and it often uses user-generated content that is rooted in lived experience. And that's what people are starting to look for more and more. And Google knows this too, and that's why they've started to pull in Reddit threads, YouTube shorts, and even Instagram posts into the search results to start to make the SERPs feel more human and more trustworthy. But it's not just about channels in isolation, it's about the formats within them. So those platforms don't rank content, they recommend it. So if your strategy is still purely built around keywords and backlinks, then you're really only optimizing for a small part of the journey. Now it's about creating content that's human, that's structured, and it's recommendable wherever someone's search starts. Number three, TikTok as a search engine. So building on that evolution of search, let's talk about TikTok. Now obviously TikTok as a search engine is not something that's new, but it is becoming something that is more and more mainstream. So in the UK alone, TikTok now has 23 million users, which is up 15% year on year. And over 40% of Gen Z are using it as their first stop for answers. People aren't just using it for entertainment, they're researching products, they're planning holidays, and they're learning how to do things. And the content that they trust the most, it's user-generated, experience-led, and straight to the point. So that really changes how we think about visibility. It's not just about showing up for search, it's about creating scrollable, searchable content that shows up where people are looking and they're already engaged. Number four, social ads are getting smarter. So speaking of social, if it feels like every social platform launched something in the last few months, well, it's because they did. Meta rolled out Andromeda, its new AI-powered ad engine, across all auction ads. That's driving smarter delivery, real-time optimization, and tools like their opportunity score, which shifts budget to top-performing creative and audiences. But this isn't just about automation, it's about how we structure campaigns. And it's not that segmentation per se is dead, but it's about how we use that with intent. So Meta's AI thrives on clean signals, so instead of slicing audiences too thinly, we need much smarter segmentation, looking at things like funnel stage, creative type, or user behaviour. Snapchat also added their goal-based bidding last quarter, and LinkedIn made campaign planning faster and easier, whilst WhatsApp is starting to test in-chat ads, giving brands new ways to reach users directly inside the messaging platform. So the trend is clear, we're getting less manual tinkering, but more strategic clarity across every social platform. And number five, Google's AI plans continue. Google Marketing Live earlier this year made one thing really clear. AI just isn't about behind the scenes anymore, it is front and centre. So they announced new search and shopping ads showing up inside those AI overviews, and those are already live in the US and starting to roll out globally. So now your brand could appear right at the start of the search journey before a user ever has to click into a website. But with that comes the need for us to rethink how we measure and attribute performance. They also rolled out tools like AI Essentials and Performance Max Power Pair, which automates creative, expands targeting, and offers smarter reporting. It's handy, but only if you're giving the algorithm the right inputs. David and Craig and my team shared a great breakdown of all of this in their video after the event, and their advice still stands. The team seeing the best results aren't handing the reins over to AI. They're feeding it clean data, strong creative, and clear objectives. So if you haven't reviewed how your product feed or brand assets are performing in these new formats, then now's the time. That's Q2 wrapped. Affiliate marketing got louder, search got broader, and social got smarter. The big theme: channels are continuing to blur, and the best results come from showing up where people actually are. See you soon for another update.